Stay in the car. Stay in the car.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. My friend was driving. She got in a car accident, so my friend told me to come pick up the car and drive it away. And I don't know what to do. I'm on the phone with him. He just told me to drive
Okay, where's
so that
he
he
at?
can fix it. He's at home.
Where's home at?
Our home is actually really close, but he
Okay,
was
where
drinking
did you
and
pick?
I'm not.
Where did you pick this car up at?
This is his car.
Where did you pick the car up at?
I just came and got it. Well, she started driving it from our house. Something happened and I came.
Okay, hang up the phone and come out here and talk to him.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So. Okay, I want to let you know, I am completely sober. I think let me make sure I hang up. I think she was drinking. This is not her car, but she has permission from the person who owns the car to drive it. So she started driving it. She got it in some kind of up situation. So we drove, me and my best friend, we drove over here to come get her.
Okay, so she was driving the vehicle when all this happened?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she parked in a parking lot.
Yeah, because we've been investigating the crash now for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
I honestly, I'm not sure because I really have no idea what actually happened.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. I was just going home.
Okay.
And
let me ask you first, is this your car?
This is not my car.
Whose car is it?
It's my friend's car.
Okay. Were you driving the vehicle when all this damage happened?
No.
Who was?
Someone else was driving the car.
Okay, why did she tell me that you were driving it?
I was not driving the car.
Why would she say that?
I wasn't driving. I was at their house.
I didn't say that.
Before that.
Listen to what I'm asking you.
Okay.
Is this your friend?
I just met her tonight.
Okay, why would she tell me that?
I'm not driving the car, no.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I don't know why she would tell me.
Why would she tell me that? Why would she lie?
She came to pick up the car.
I get that.
Right. But I have not been driving the car.
Okay, whose car is this?
This is my friend's car.
Who's your friend?
His name is James.
James? Where does
He
James
lives just
live
down the street over here in Cabazon.
Okay. So, can you get a hold of James?
I could try calling him. I don't know if he's awake right now.
Okay. Why would James let you drive his car?
I was... Give me 1 second.
Where did you just grab the car from?
Okay, so my friend and I are completely sober.
Can you please answer the questions that I asked?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't need all the other things answered.
Okay.
Super simple question.
Right next to the Dion's.
Thank you.
He gave me the type of his car. It's right here. He's on the phone. I have him on the phone. So
Okay, can I speak to him?
Yeah, of course. Here you go.
Hello?
Hello, is this James?
Yes, sir.
Hi, James. What's going on tonight? I have
Hey,
your...
man. We were drinking, and I didn't think she was that messed up, so I had to give her my car to go home because I thought I was too drunk.
Okay.
I was going to buy Uber, but she said she was sober enough or whatever the heck, so I gave her my car, and I just bought that car.
Yeah, because she's showing me the title of it now.
Yeah, I just bought that damn thing. So
okay. What's your name?
I gave her the car to drive home or whatever,
Paloma?
and now all this happened, man. But I was drinking, so I was trying to be responsible, let her drive home, whatever, and then this happened.
Okay, how long ago did you let this... And what's the lady's name that you gave the vehicle to?
Paloma.
Paloma, yeah, that's what she's telling me.
It's been 30 days ago, bro. I just bought the car.
Okay. So how long ago did you give this vehicle to her?
Probably like about an hour ago max, I would say.
Okay. Okay, and where do you live at?
Vista de Colinas, right here in Cabazon.
Okay, so she left Vista de Colinas, yeah, came down here, and that makes sense that she was going westbound and then made the right turn onto Unser and crashed into
Yeah.
the light, and now we have her here.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm at home, but we were drinking, like I said. It's Friday.
Okay.
It was
We're gonna send an officer to you. All right. We'll be there in a minute.
okay.
Thanks. Okay. So, James lends you the vehicle
Earlier, yes.
earlier, okay, and explain to me how the crash happened. First of
so
all,
we were coming down
let me ask you this:
Yes.
who was in the vehicle with you,
Some other girl that we were with at the house.
and where's she at?
I don't know. We
What do you mean
crashed
you don't
into
know?
the light.
Yeah.
We pulled into the credit
Dion.
union
Okay.
right next to the Dion.
Okay.
And I just stayed in the car. I called him and I said we just literally crashed into the light pole.
Okay.
I stayed in the car. He was like, okay, well, that's fine. He called Katie. They came over here to pick up the car.
Okay.
But I was like, the car is not drivable. Like, you cannot drive the car.
Okay.
So we attempted to drive the car back to the house, and then that's when we got pulled over.
Okay. Okay. Were you wearing your seatbelt when the crash
I was wearing my seatbelt.
Okay. And he gave you the keys.
He gave me the keys,
He
yes.
gave you the keys, and where were you driving to?
I live off of High Desert, over there by Rio Rancho.
Off High Desert.
Unser and Cherry, yeah.
Okay. And the keys are in the ignition now?
Yeah, they're like in
Okay.
the center console, yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. When you crashed the vehicle, why didn't you call the police?
I was freaking out because this is not my car. And I was not even comfortable driving this car. I was asking for an Uber to get home. But he was like, you know what, you guys can drive the car, you guys get home. Because we had barely drank. So we took the car and I was like, okay, we're fine. And then we were like, I don't know, the parking brake was on, we couldn't figure I don't even know how to figure this car out, so I was like, I don't know how to get the parking brake off.
Explain this to me. So you're driving, and you were driving westbound here?
Yeah, she was driving westbound this way.
She was driving, or you were driving?
She was driving.
Who's
so, I don't know her name. I had just gone to his house. We had gone to Campo, like in, I don't know, I think it's off Rio Grande. We got home like around 10.
I don't think you're telling me the truth.
No. So he had picked me up around 8. Can you listen to what I'm saying to you?
I can listen to a part of it, but I'm not going to listen to a lot of it because I think you're lying to me. And if you're going to keep lying to me, I'm not going to listen.
Okay, I'm not lying to you.
Yes, you are lying to me.
So
Why would he give you the keys and say,
So
"Here,
when we were at his
hold on.
house? Okay.
Tell me this doesn't make
Okay.
sense." He gives you the keys and says, "Paloma, you can drive my car home."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just bought it. I trust you.
Well, yeah, he sells
Listen.
cars for...
Okay?
Yeah.
So you take the car, and before you get in the car, you tell this person that you have no idea who this is, "Why don't you drive?" She drives the car, crashes the car, parks it over there by the credit union, and then
And she takes off.
and then
yeah.
she takes off. What relationship are you to James?
James is my roommate. Her name is Paloma, but this is the first night I've ever met her. So I live with James. She called James about some crash, whatever. I have no idea what happened.
Okay.
We drive my car to her.
Okay. Who went over there to get James? Berrigan? What number is he? 171. 171. One two one 171.
Yes, that's right.
Damn it!
745-1171. What do you need?
Tell him to bring James over here.
So around 8 p.m., he had invited me to go out. We went to get some...
I heard all the story. I don't care about what happened at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. You know what I mean?
Right, everything is what's going on right now. I
Correct.
understand that,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So who's this girl that was in the vehicle with you?
I don't know. I just went to their house right after we had gone to get some drinks.
And when you got there to pick the vehicle up, let me guess, she was the only one there.
but she was in the passenger.
So this other girl just left us walking. So she should be. Where would she go?
I don't know.
Which way did she go walking?
Towards the pediatric center. That's all I know. I know we got in the car accident. She pulled in through Unser to, that entrance to go into Dion's. We pulled in, parked on the credit union, and that's all I know. Then at that point I called James and I told him, hey, we got in a car accident. She hit the light post, and I'm right here. So he was like, you know what? I'm on my way. I have Katie driving, or whoever the hell was driving, and this is where we're at now.
I wanted
You
to
can see
add
it.
the only reason he wanted me to drive it. I personally didn't want to drive it because it looked pretty up. And
It's pretty destroyed, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I didn't feel safe with that. But we live right here and he's a mechanic and he's like, I want to fix it myself. I don't want my insurance to go up, yada, yada, yada. And he's all like, just drive it to the house and I'll fix it there. And I'm like,
So for future reference, don't get yourself involved with criminal activity like this again.
okay, I'm so
Okay?
sorry.
Honestly, don't. I know you're trying to help somebody out, but this is obviously a crime scene that we have right now, and you just inserted yourself because you're trying to help somebody out. Okay? I believe this young lady was driving the vehicle, and we'll see if we can prove it. If we can't, then we'll see. But I will definitely go pull the videotapes at the credit union to see if you get out of that vehicle or not, and where you get out of the vehicle at. And if this other lady, maybe she did, it just doesn't sound feasible that happened. It sounds feasible.
I understand.
So let me ask you this. When James gets here, I'm going to ask James. So, James, you gave the keys to Paloma, right? And James is going to say yes. Was there anybody else with Paloma? And James is going to say... He's going to say yes?
He was up, so I don't know. I tried getting him.
He's not that effed up, because when I talked to him on the phone, he might be drinking, but he was responding very quickly and very sharply when I was speaking to him. So I don't... He's not like blackout drunk. If he was blackout drunk or he couldn't stand up, I could see that. But he's answering the questions pretty quickly, and he's going to sober up when somebody destroys his BMW. So... Hopefully when James gets here, James tells me that I gave the keys to Paloma and yes, there was somebody else with her. Because, I'm sorry, but I don't believe you.
Okay, I understand.
I don't, because it's not the investigation, the way it's going right now, it isn't matching up.
Right.
At all. It makes no sense. Usually they tell us it was Jose and he ran that way when we get to a crash. I've had that happen like literally hundreds of times. Mm-hmm. Okay? And you're kind of along the same pattern here where you're saying it's some other girl, I have no idea who she is, and she just took off running. And she was going to drive me home. I have no idea who this lady is, but she's going to drive me home. Does that sound normal?
It does. It's crazy. No, I understand.
Why would you have somebody that you don't even know drive you home?
Well, I had originally asked for an Uber home because, we were all drinking, right? So I was like, I would not feel comfortable driving this car. I don't even know how to control this car myself, so.
I'll put out for a minute.
Hi, James.
How you doing, sir?
I'm Officer Roskos. Nice to meet you. So, let me just tell you what I have here.
Okay.
I was on patrol here, and I roll up on this traffic light back here, and it's blinking red. I noticed that one of the traffic lights is down. Okay, just by looking at everything, I was able to determine that the vehicle was making a right turn off Cabazon to go northbound on Unser, hit the pole, and then the vehicle fled, and we've been looking for it for like the last 15 minutes.
Really?
And so then I start driving around in here. I see your vehicle driving down the road here, pushing the left front tire. It's jacked up.
The control arm's broken?
It's bad. Okay. So then I stop him here. Let me ask you this: when you gave the keys to Paloma, correct? Because
Yes,
that's
sir.
what
Yes,
you told
I
me on
did.
the phone.
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir.
When you gave the keys to Paloma, did you see her exit the house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I walked her to the car. She seemed fine.
You walked her to the car?
Yeah, she seemed fine. I asked her multiple times. I said, "Hey, are you sure that?" Because I kept telling her I'll get her an Uber.
Okay.
Because I do this all the time. I do it all the time.
She was saying something.
Yeah,
about
I do it all the time. Like, because I'll drink at my house.
Okay.
You know, it's just
Okay.
what we do. And I'll drink at my house all the time, and it's not a problem for me to pay 15, 20, 30 bucks, whatever it is.
Okay.
And I told her, "Are you sure?" But I'm talking to this girl, right?
Sure.
So she's like, "No, it's fine, blah, 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 blah." I don't know if she wanted to drive the car or what. I said, "Are you sure that you can drive?" I called her P. I was like, "Are you sure that you can drive?" She says, yes, 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 yes. I'll bring it back. I'm going to go, I'll park it at my house, but I'll drive my car back, or because she has work at 3.
Okay.
And she's like, "I'll drive my car to work, but I'll come back home and I'll drop it off in the morning, first thing." And I was like, "All right, sure. Are you sure that you can drive?" She's like, "Yes, yes, 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 yes." Gave me a kiss. And then I'm already going to bed because I have a little puppy. So I'm going to put my puppy to bed, boom, 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 and then I get a call and she's all like sporadic.
Okay, so, and that's really all I need to know right
Yeah.
there. When you were outside, did you see her get in the vehicle?
Yes, I did.
And was there any other person with her?
No.
Just by herself?
Yeah.
You gave her the keys, she starts the car up, and you see her go?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Can you just get his information for me?
yeah.
Thank you. And I'll let you come look at the car in a second. Just give this officer
And
your
when
information.
if we tow it to a place,
We
I
could-
can get it tomorrow, correct?
Yeah,
Because see, I just bought the vehicle and I didn't sign the title to my
the
name.
title's in there. We'll give you the
Yeah.
title.
Okay.
We have a tow truck coming right now because it's obviously in the middle of the
I'll
road.
pay the fine or the issues,
Okay.
all that. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So I got the whole story from James. James likes you. James thinks you're great. Okay? James told me the truth on what happened. Okay? So explain to me what happened.
So we went to go get some drinks earlier. We went to his house. Before we went to his house, we went to the gas station, got some Red Bull and Monster. We went to his house. We started playing Jenga. I hadn't seen him in a
I don't need to
while.
know all that. Explain to me when you left the house. What exactly happened?
So we left his house. I got in the car. We started driving this way. We couldn't figure out how to turn off the
Not
parking
we.
brake.
He just told me that he walked you out of the house and gave you the key. He watched you get in the driver's seat and drive away from his house. You, nobody else, no fantasy other lady, you. You had possession of the vehicle, you were driving it. Nobody else was in the vehicle. That's what James just told me. James has no reason to lie to me. You have a reason to lie to me. Okay? So stop lying to me.
Okay. So then I drove the car, reached the stoplight. I couldn't turn off the parking brake,
Okay?
so I couldn't stop.
Okay. And you crashed into the light.
And I crashed into the light.
Okay? And then you drove it over there. Did you see all the police lights? Little.
No, you guys weren't there yet.
No, I know, but did you see them? Because I got there pretty quick, I think. And I was just driving in the area and noticed it. Okay? And then you call them and she comes over to drive the car. Okay. Did you get hurt during the crash?
I didn't.
Were you wearing your seatbelt?
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
I haven't had much to drink.
What's
I
not?
had a shot at Campos, and then we came back to the house.
What kind of shot did you have?
I don't remember. It was like a flight or something at Campo.
Okay. So let me ask you this: if you had just the one shot, you should be okay. Why wouldn't you call the police?
I couldn't figure out how to turn off the parking brake. I've never drove this
No, I
kind
know,
of
but I
car.
asked you why wouldn't you call the police?
I was scared.
Okay.
And this isn't my car. He was
I
just
get
like,
it.
take the car. And
I
I
get
was
it.
like, I don't
I get
even
it.
know how to drive this car. So
Okay.
I drove the car.
Okay, let me ask you this: do you have any type of physical injuries?
No, I feel fine.
Traumatic brain injuries?
No,
Contacts in your eyes?
no,
Anything in your mouth?
no.
Show me. And how old are you?
I'm 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. Take this off and put it on the hood of that beastly police vehicle. That's up to the tow.
Okay. Like
If they can work it out, but we obviously can't leave it here. Okay. Yes, I need to do sobriety testing on you, okay? Put your feet together like this, heel to heel, toe to toe. Hands down your sides. Alright. Can you see my finger?
Yeah.
Just follow my finger with just your eyes. Keep your head super still for me. You want to go up? Come on over here and go ahead and stand right here. This line, I don't like the line. It's no good. Okay, put your feet together like this, heel to heel, toe to toe. Hands down your sides, touch sides of your pants. Leave your hands there throughout the entire test, okay? Alright. What I want you to do is I want you to imagine a straight line right out in front of your left foot right here. Imagine that line about the width of a piece of duct tape. Okay? Leaving your left foot on that straight line right there, what I want you to do is go ahead and put your right foot in front of it heel to toe. Like I'm saying, stay in that position. Don't move until I tell you to start the test. Do you understand that? When I tell you to start the test, I want you to take 9 heel to toe steps while looking down at your feet and counting out loud. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3. I've taken 3, you're going to take 9. Once you get on your 9th step, leave your lead foot planted, pivot around that lead foot exactly like I'm doing. Short steps, get yourself turned back around. And then I want you to do another 9 heel to toe steps while looking down at your feet, counting out loud again, okay? Go ahead and get back in that position for me. Right foot in front of your left foot, heel to toe. Stay there. After you do that turn, like I said again, 9 steps, heel to toe. Watch as I demonstrate. 1, 2, 3. Once again, I've taken 3. You're going to take 9 in both directions. It's important that once you start the test, you don't stop. You understand those instructions?
Turn back into the same thing.
You understand the instructions? Yes. So you're at 0, 0, so your first step with your left foot's going to be number 1.
Okay.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Feet together again, heel to heel, toe to toe.
Oh, sorry.
Next test I want you to do is pick a foot of your choice, right or left, whatever you feel more comfortable with. When I tell you to, you're going to lift up that foot approximately 6 inches off the ground and point your toe. Set the bottom of your foot as parallel to the ground. Can you see how my foot is? See how my legs are fully straight and extended? This is the position I want you in. I want you to look down at your toe and count out loud for me. 1001, 1002, 1003, until I tell you to stop. During this test, it's important you keep your hands down your sides again, touching the sides of your pants. You understand those instructions?
You said count to 10?
Until I tell you to stop, it's actually going to be 30 seconds, and I'm going to time it on my watch.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
Okay, go on, stop. Did you graduate high school? GED? Okay. Alright, what I want you to do is I want you to count backwards for me from the number 72. Count backwards and then stop at the number 51 for me.
72, 71, 70, 69, 68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 67, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43.
Do you remember what number I told you to stop at?
72. Or you told me to start at 72, right? I don't know.
Okay. Now I want to see the alphabet in the correct order going forward,
Okay.
but I want you to start the letter I and then stop at the letter Q for me.
I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. You said Q, right?
Right. Okay. You definitely had more than just one shot. That's why you crashed the car. The whole thing just smells of impairment.
Well, I feel like I've done pretty good on this whole test.
You've done very average. But when we look at the entire situation into a whole, you're drinking and driving. That's what you're doing. That's why you didn't call the police. That's why you had the sober driver come get the vehicle.
I haven't taken more than one drink.
Hmm?
I took one drink at the bar and that's about it.
No way.
But I've passed this whole test.
The tests aren't designed to pass or fail. They're designed to show what is the likelihood of you being over an 08. The likelihood is very high. So just haven't had just the one shot. If you'd have probably had the one shot, you wouldn't hit the pole.
No, but I couldn't turn off the parking brake on the car. And I didn't know how to turn the parking brake on the car. When I pulled out, I was like, it had alerted me to take off the parking brake, and I had tried several times, but it, just pressing the button, it wouldn't take it off.
Okay. Alright, put your hands to your back right now. You're going to be placed under arrest right now for DWI. Relax, relax. Did you run the other girl too? That young lady right there? Is that her right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Okay.
He is too.
He is too?
Crash for you?
No, I could do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's easy.
Because I pulled the case over there already. So
If you want to do it, then yeah.
it doesn't matter.
But because I just do it underneath the same case number.
If
yeah.
you don't care,
Yeah, do it. That's fine.
you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear? You saw or you know what happened?
Yeah. Turn
Yeah, turning right and just up and over and hit
Yeah.
the thing. Do you have any weapons on your person at all? Looks like the only thing you have is the cell phone. Yes? Do you have any weapons in your purse?
No,
Nothing? Do you have anything that you shouldn't have in your purse? Okay.
just use the meds.
Okay, come on over here. Yeah.
Do you know if I'll be out tonight?
Possibly.
Is there any way I can text my boss on?
Yeah. I'll let you use your phone. What? Come and see right there. Okay. Come over here. Come in here and go to your right. And make another right there. We're going to go into the door that's open on your left. Straight in. Right there. Hold it, stop right there. Let me see your phone. Okay, come here. Okay. We'll have a seat right there. Okay, Paloma, what I'm about to tell you is very important, so I need you to listen to me. First of all, you're under arrest for DWI. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, lab tech or technologist who is employed by a hospital, or a physician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by the law enforcement agency. Do you agree to take our test? Our test is going to be the breath test.
No.
Okay. I cannot force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court of driving under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested. Do you understand that? And with that in mind, are you going to do the breath test?
No.
Okay, come on over here. Go ahead and grab your phone. Have a seat right there and take your shoes off. Come on over here. You'll be here for a pretty... You can grab your phone. You can use your phone.
So I'm staying booked here.
No. You're going to be here for like 30 minutes. You have your phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.